Alright guys, so here is my little DIY vanity desk setup. So to start, we'll just go this way to this way. I do have these two bookcases on either side. Those I got off of Amazon. I think they're about $32 to $33 each. So I got those recently. But what the real DIY is this guy. So the two drawer units came from Michael's. I did get them when they were on sale, so I think they were about like 30 something each. Maybe I think they were 36 each for both of them. Extra coupon codes don't work, just so you're aware. You have to pay like, you know, the reduced price. So I think in total though, my bill was almost $80 to $90, I think, with tax. So not exactly cheap. The chair I got from Ross, that one was I think $40 from Ross, and it's just like this pink rolly chair. It's fabric. So this top right here, this guy was a mission for me. So the first Home Depot that I went to, they did have the board, and it does come as like a 95-foot board or whatever. Like, it was huge, or not 95 feet, but you know what I mean. It was huge. It was like at least 10 feet long. And my Home Depot wouldn't cut it for me. So the first one I went to, they said they couldn't cut it because of the type of board it was, and that I had to either just buy it the way that it was, take it home and cut it, or, you know, go get a different size or a different type of board. So I didn't want to do that because I live in an apartment. I don't own a saw to just cut it, and you know, it just wasn't ideal. So I tried a different Home Depot to see if they had any other materials or any other sizes. I did talk to the guy there, and they said they would be able to cut the particle board for me. So I guess it was just, maybe they had different machines, I don't know. But first Home Depot wasn't going to do it, second Home Depot did it. So I got it cut a little bit longer than I have been seeing. So I think from what I saw on YouTube, a lot of people were doing like 55 inches, 54, 55 inches. I actually did mine to like 62 inches. So it's substantially longer. I, as you can see, have a lot of junk that I like to have on top of my desk. And I also really like to have a lot of room here where I'm sitting. I like to be able to roll in and roll out easily and comfortably. So I decided to do mine like at least a foot to foot and a half longer than what I had seen on other YouTube videos. So in total, with the two cases and with the board was about 15 bucks. It was around $100, $110 or well, $120 with taxes and stuff like that. So not exactly super cheap, but it is cheaper than the DIY, than the Ikea, because the Ikea units alone I think are $60 each. So it is cheaper than Ikea, but not stupid cheap. I think some of the original YouTube videos are saying it's under $100, but I don't see how that's possible, because these guys alone were just at that $100 mark, and then this thing was about $15 to $20. So it's not under $100 at all, but it is cheaper than doing it the actual Ikea way. And these drawer units are great. They've been working great for me. They fit all of my junk. The board, however, it did get chipped in the cutting. It got chipped on the way over here. It got chipped in the installation. So the edges have some chipping and discoloration, which really bummed me out. And then, you know, just daily use, it absorbs any color or anything that's dropped on it. I did not want to pay the 80 bucks for the plastic vinyl stuff that I saw some people doing. So I went to my local dollar store, and they happened to have some rolls of this like contact paper. I thought it was really pretty. It's not glued down, just because, you know, if I ever change my mind, if I want to take it off, anything you stick on this particle board, it will rip up this paint. It tears it off. So I opted not to stick it down, just in case I wanted to change it in the future, then I could. So yeah, that's the DIY portion, my mini review of the stuff. I guess we can do also like a mini organization, how I have the things organized. So this side is my, you know, eye stuff. So I have eyeliners, eye pencils. Over here, my everyday. So these are the ones I actually use on like a normal consistent basis with these eyeliners and mascaras. And then I have some beauty blenders, eyebrow gel, makeup wipes. So that's pretty much all I have in this top drawer. Second drawer are all my bronzers and highlighters. So you can see they go pretty far back. This little organizer I got off Amazon. I think it was like $7. So I got that for all of these ones, and I obviously have plenty of room for more. But some of these just won't fit. I think that's my biggest issue with the drawers, is that they're not very deep. So you can't, you know, sit things up the way you would like, and you'll see that over in my eyeshadow drawer too. So just bronzers. This is a bronzer palette with some eyeshadows in it. This is some miscellaneous tweezers. I have, let me see, Peach. This is Little Rock. This is Anastasia, and then Jeffree Star, and then just some Revlons and Elfs here. These ones are Wet n Wild, Essence, and Anastasia. Alright, this is my nonsense drawer. So this is like lotions, face creams, face masks, hair stuff. So nonsense drawer. Next drawer is nail stuff. So I have these foot jellies for whenever I'm doing like soaking my feet. Some fake acrylic nails. I like to use press-on nails. I don't really like to get acrylics, so that's why I have a lot of fake nail type stuff. These are all of my tools. And then this is the one that's empty. And then on this side, let me move my chair. Okay, so on this side, we have all of my foundations here. I have concealers and face primers. This is for lightening foundation, stuff like that. I have some face sprays, setting sprays, prepping sprays, and then my powder foundations. I only use 2. This is pretty much the only one I use, which is the Fit Me. I have this one as well by, I think it's CoverGirl, but this one's too dark, so I usually use that for ones that are too dark. Okay, next drawer is my eyeshadows. So as you can see, what I was saying about the whole depth issue, like just standing them up, I can't, they won't fit. They'll get stuck, so I have to kind of do them at an angle, which isn't ideal because that does take up more space. So again, not ideal. So I just have all my basics. I have a couple more laying down here that are too big, and then single eyeshadows I have in a case, as well as fake eyelashes and stuff like that. Next one is all my lip stuff. So this one is holding a lot. I did buy these organizers from the Dollar Tree, so they were $1 each. I have them separated as best I can, really. Liquid lipsticks, like high-end liquid lipsticks, so like better brands, low-end liquid lipsticks, lip glosses, miscellaneous lip, like, what are those called, like massagers or scrubs, and then lip pencils, miscellaneous kind of stuff. And then this one is for all of my big palettes, and it's actually stuck. There's something stuck in here. I don't know what it is. But these are for the big palettes that won't fit. So it kind of sucks because they're down here all by their lonesome. A couple Morphe palettes, Cargo palette, some lip palettes that won't fit in this drawer. They're here. Shaniqso, and then electric palette that's too big for up here. And then this last drawer I've just been using for my camera stuff. So as you can see, it holds a lot of stuff, which is awesome. On top of my desk, this mirror from Airset is from Bath & Body Works. And then up top, I have this little skull with some of my most used liquid lipsticks. I have my Kat Von D's. ColourPop, etc. Palettes. These are my most used palettes, are my bigger palettes that won't fit. So I have James Charles, the Jawbreaker, Lorac Pro, Urban Decay. Those ones are all one of my favorites right now, as well as that cargo palette down there. This side is lipsticks. So lower end lipsticks, CoverGirl, Revlon, Katy Perry lipsticks, number 7, Wet n Wild. This light right here came from Amazon. I think it was like $27, $28. Super affordable, super cheap. It has many settings. It does like yellow light, blue light, and then different intensities. This little light just came from Ross. This little mirror with the kitty, also from Ross. And then over here, miscellaneous or different brands of liquid lipsticks. So, and some lipsticks down here. So I have, this is a slap-on brand, I feel, the Sephora liquid lips. They are freaking awesome. They're amazing. They don't dry, they don't crumble, like, they're honestly great. So if you guys haven't tried those ones out, you should try them, and they're only like $8. Milani, Tarte, some Flower Beauty, what are these ones? What are these? Oh, Bare Minerals, yeah. A bunch of Smashbox. We have MAC, Urban Decay, Too Faced, ColourPop, Lorac. I love the Disney collection from ColourPop, so I have a lot of their stuff. And then on the actual desk, I have just some Prep and Prime. I have this little tray that I put my beauty blenders in that I'm using. And then I have this makeup brush holder, which I got from Ross. I think it was about 13 bucks. And then all my miscellaneous. I have lots of different brands of brushes, to be honest. So I'm not even going to go into all that. And then, in case you're curious, this is just a little oil diffuser setup. And then shoes. If you're interested in the bookcases, which I'm obviously using for shoes, they are three row, but I did find at Home Depot an extra drawer or an extra shelf. I think it was like $7. So I bought this extra shelving and just put it in there. It fit perfect, so I could have 4 rows because I needed an extra row for all my shoes. So that works for both sides. Yep. And that's it. If you guys have any other questions, or if you want like a more in-depth review of, you know, any of the makeup or of the collection, just feel free to comment down below. And I hope you guys found this to be helpful. Thanks and bye.